All right, let's get those lineups set. It's crunch time. It's week 14. Welcome, everybody, to Fantasy Football Today Express. Start 'em, sit 'em right now for week 14. And we've got injury updates for you. But you know what, Heath? Should we talk about the weather? You ready to talk weather?
I was not anticipating that. I have not made any adjustments to my projections based on this week's weather. It is very cold in Green Bay. And you know what? The Packers and Bears are not going to be surprised by that fact. They are the Packers and the Bears.
Yeah, I don't love it though. There's 4 games that I don't love. That's one of them. It's frigid, right, in Green Bay for Chicago, Green Bay. It's apparently going to pour in Jacksonville for the Colts and the Jaguars. So that's one we'll talk about. Remember, we have a show from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 12:55 p.m. YouTube.com/fantasyfootball today. Tennessee and Cleveland, snow. Cincinnati at Buffalo, looks like snow. Now, we'll keep you updated on that because these are mostly, if not all, early games. So that's good. But you just tune in. Maybe you need to make some adjustments here with heavy rain in Jacksonville, potentially, and snow in Cleveland, snow in Buffalo.
Looking at the Roth update this morning, if there is a game that I do downgrade in the next few hours, it will be the Colts and Jags.
Okay. All right. Now let's go to the injuries. Jayden Daniels is going to play. Woo!
I'm starting him. It's just like there's 2 quarterbacks that I have ranked ahead of him that have already played, Dak and Goff, and I'll probably regret Goff. And there's 2 quarterbacks I have ranked ahead of him who have not played, Allen and Stafford. I think Daniels is in a tier with Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. If you felt safer starting one of those guys, but I'm just planning on starting Jayden Daniels.
Garbage quarterback week. Just absolute garbage.
Yep.
Justin Herbert, questionable still. I guess expected to play.
Expected to play. I do not want to start him. I just had somebody ask me this morning, do I wait on Herbert or just play Daniels? I prefer Daniels anyway. I would certainly not wait on Herbert. He is my QB 15.
Yeah. What about McConkey?
I think viewing him as a borderline number 2 wide receiver. So like we get to that range of guys that have disappointed us for the last month, like DK Metcalf and Zay Flowers, Khalil Shakir, not quite a month. I would start McConkey over all those guys, but I've got him behind Terry McLaurin and Jacoby Myers.
All right. In that same Monday night game, Omarion Hampton is expected to play. Which Chargers running back do you prefer?
I do prefer Hampton, but he is not inside my top 24. It's a good matchup. I'm not sure that you can be confident what his percentage of the touches is going to be. I think we may just be back in that Greg Roman and Harbaugh prefer 2 running backs. So we get 2 running backs. And then if Hampton proves that he's recovered enough, that he's much better than Vidal, then maybe in the fantasy playoffs, we get Workhorse Hampton again. I'm not expecting Workhorse Hampton in his first game back.
Rome Odunze is week to week with a foot injury. So this is a really fun opportunity here to go pick up Luther Burden.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, Luther Burden, same yards per route run as Jamar Chase this year. He's been really efficient. But what do you throw any of these guys in your lineup this week, these Bears guys?
I'm starting Luther Burden, I think, in 3 or 4 leagues as a wide receiver 3. He's not, he is still behind that Ladd McConkey group for me. He's still behind Zay Flowers for me. I think the most interesting thing you can do is try to rank the wide receivers in that Packers-Bears game, because one of the next things you're going to say is that Jayden Reed is back. And so we've got Christian Watson, we've got Burden, DJ Moore, Romeo Doubs, Jayden Reed, Dontavian Wicks. As of right now, I have them ranked Watson, Burden, Moore, Reed, Dobbs, Wicks.
Burden 2. Okay. All right. And any boost for Colson Loveland?
He is a borderline top 12 tight end for me. I don't know that Roma Dune, I'm just hopeful that they decide they need to play him more because Odunze is not there. But it's a tight end and a wide receiver, so I'm not sure. I did give him a small boost, but I'm pretty uncertain about it.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We have some more news for you. Meanwhile, please go to the64.com and vote. I think the voting closes today. We're in the finals the64.com. Go to America's Best Sports Talk /radio podcast, or Sports Talk Radio /podcast in America. And we are in the finals. I'm going to vote. I didn't vote yet. All right, I'm voting right now. Keith, I can't believe I didn't vote. All right.
I voted last night.
Good.
I've been on top of this thing.
It takes me about 10 seconds to vote. The64.com. Find the sports radio and podcast one and vote for us so we can win the whole damn thing. We'll be right back on Fantasy Football Today Express. All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm just voting now. Voted. Check mark. Fantasy Football Today. Okay. Aaron Jones looks like he's going to play. He's expected to play. They've got the Commanders here. Good matchup. Thoughts on Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason?
Yeah, definitely prefer Jones to Mason. It's kind of Jones and Hampton in that same range as high-end flex / borderline number 2s. I probably feel in full PPR just a little bit better about Jones, but they are basically a coin flip.
All right, now we've got Marvin Harrison Jr. out, Greg Dortch out, Mike Evans out, but
Weaver's out too for the Cardinals.
Yeah, unbelievable. All right, Michael Wilson. I mean, where did you end up with Michael Wilson in your rankings?
He is wide receiver 8.
Start Michael Wilson. Anyone else, or just him and McBride?
I am just starting him and McBride.
Okay. And did you downgrade Brissett?
I really haven't. I mean, the Greg Dortch throws, like 2 of them have been a positive play for Brissett this year, I think. For the most part, he averages like 4 yards a catch or something. So Brissett is a very borderline QB1. He's behind. I wouldn't start Brissett over Lamar, and I might be on an island on that. But I do have him ahead of Daniel Jones, ahead of Justin Herbert, ahead of Caleb Williams.
Okay. And Evans is out. So, yeah, Ibuka and Godwin, where do you have them?
Yeah, I mean, this isn't anything. We haven't ranked Evans in a month. So Ibuka is a wide receiver 2, a high-end wide receiver 2. And I think we said last Sunday we got to stop ranking him so high. We can't this week. Wide receivers almost as bad as quarterback. Godwin is just a flex. All
right. And finally, let's talk about Dalton Kincaid. The matchup of all matchups. It gets the Bengals, but the snow, you got the snow, and you got the fact that he's really not all that healthy, but expected to play right now, I guess. So, but sort of.
Yeah. Yes. Both Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter said he is expected to try to play. Expected to try to play. I think you have to recognize the upside, and you can just look at his last 3 games after he came back from injury the first time. He played 22% of the snaps in his first game back, had 1 catch for 23 yards on 3 targets. I don't remember if that's the game he left early or if it's the next one that he left early. Well, the next one against the Chiefs, a terrible matchup. He had 6 for 101 and a touchdown. He could absolutely do that against Cincinnati. And then the next game, he had 2 for 37, and I think that was the one he left early. So I do not think you should. I mean, Dalton Kincaid hasn't played 60% of the snaps in a game this year. It might be 30%.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think the pain point comes if you have a Rondé Gadsden, if you have Harold Fannin, and you have to make that decision of, do you want the upside of Kincaid over what is probably a little bit safer play on those guys? I currently have Kincaid at tight end 14. I would start him over Darren Waller. I would start him over AJ Barner. I'd start him over Cade Otton and Evan Ingram and TJ Hawkinson and Mark Andrews, but I did not put him ahead of Gadsden or Fannin.
Okay. Wait till you see some of these questions that we have here. We got some doozies. All right. Lamar, this is a good one. Lamar or Daniels?
I'm going Daniels.
Bo Nix, Jacoby Brissett, or Jayden Daniels?
I'm going Daniels.
All right. I'm going to go Brissett, but understandable, obviously, to go Daniels. I'm a little afraid of Minnesota, their defense. And also another defense that I'm terrified of is Seattle's, getting 2 starters back defensively today. So Pitts is the only guy. Well, Bijan. But see if this makes them a little bit better against tight ends. Get Julian Love back. But that one's not really so relevant. Like, they're obviously they could just stomp Atlanta. But all right, flex 1. Luther Burden, John Mechie, or Jaden Higgins?
That was the first one that I felt like is easy today, and it was Luther Burden.
Okay. Metcalf, Devontae Smith, Adonai Mitchell, Brian Thomas Jr. Pick 1.
I would go with Devontae Smith.
PPR, Bam Knight, Kareem Hunt, or Aaron Jones?
Well, and he says, good luck, everyone. And I would say good luck to you picking the right answer because this is very difficult. In PPR, I would go with Bam.
Okay. Devin Neal or Keenan Allen?
I have.
Or Devon Vele.
Yeah, it's not Vele. I've got Keenan Allen ahead of him. And in full PPR, I've got Keenan Allen just ahead of Devin Neal, but they're separated by like a 1/10 of a point.
Yeah, you might just want to go Neal in case Herbert doesn't play or something like that. But Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold, and Kareem Hunt or Darren Waller?
I think even if I downgrade Jones because of the rain, he will still be ahead of Sam Darnold for me. And I would go with Kareem Hunt over Darren Waller.
Chris Godwin or Luther Burden? Good question here to end it. Chris Godwin or Luther Burden?
I would go with Burden.
Okay. All right, everybody, get out there and vote. We'll talk to you at 11 a.m. Eastern, youtube.com/fantasyfootball today. See you later.